Hey, congratulations on getting started to set up your Qujam geofence campaign. There's a couple of new highlights. So we have a new video that on this as of March 2024 that I want to go over. So if you're a pre-existing user, hey, there's some new things in there on this page. And if you're a new user, welcome. So the first thing that you'll notice on this select organization and campaign name, as well as the ad type service, is that there's three sections of this campaign. The first one is to select your organization. And I'll go through each of the other two as well in more detail and give some tips and highlights, as well as just how do I do this, how do I set this up, and try to make it as easy as possible. So organizations is a new feature that we rolled out in 2024. The reason why we rolled it out is we predominantly from ad agencies had a lot of people that were saying like, hey, I can only run it under really like I have one login, I can use one credit card, but I have multiple clients. I want to be able to have it be able to be organized between multiple different organizations that I work for, my clients, as well as have their credit card attached to each of those things, or just use a different credit card for each of the different campaigns. So we took that information and we made it a feature. So here you do have to select an organization. If you're a one person or one location business or one brand business, you just have one brand and it's going to be your default organization and that's it. But if you need to have maybe multiple brands under your organization or multiple clients under your agency, this is where you can do this. So here we have a couple of just dummy options as well too. However, if you need to, if you see one or you don't see a organization that you want to have on here, you can update it in the profile page. But we also made it easy where you can have this little plus button here and add the organization here. So it could be anything like Pizza Hut, let's say. And you can select a pre-saved credit card that you have entered here. These are just dummy cards. Or a new credit card as well too. Enter in the information, hit add, and then go back. So here I'm just gonna instead use Pizza Bites and everything. So something that's pre-selected and everything, and go from there. So now when you're in the dashboard section, you'll be able to actually organize. I'll go over here. You'll be able to organize by your different locations. So I had a Hot Pocket one, so I click on that. That's just Hot Pocket. Let's say I have a Rivers one as well too. I click on that. That brings it up as well too. So let's go back into here. Now, if you click away, this is important as well too, and why I wanted to show this is it won't save it until you hit the next and save button as well too. So I have to, unfortunately, go back in and select Pizza Bites and everything, but as soon as you hit the next and save button when it becomes available, it will save it for you. But we didn't get very far, so I just wanted to showcase, hey, you have to save your work in order for it to go forward, which is always going to be on the next and save button or the previous and save button. Campaign name is also really important. Campaign name is something that it shouldn't just be test one. And you might have seen in our playground ecosystem and everything on the dashboard, I just had some random letters. That's actually not a good thing. I don't recommend it. It's not best practice. What I do recommend is that you give it some detail so future use, you'll be able to easily see, okay, this was the Pizza Bites targeting pizza shops campaign for Pittsburgh, March through August 2024. And you can also include, let me change that. You can also include like a special offer, whatever helps you to understand, okay, this is what this campaign is like. So you can easily find it and copy it if it was a good campaign, or just be able to identify it for you. It helps out immensely for yourself in the future. So do yourself that favor, just give it a really good naming convention. The last section here is, well, what kind of ads are you going to run? You have banner ads or display ads. You have OTT CTV or video streaming ads. You have video pre-roll ads or internet video ads. So I'll go over really quickly what each of these actually mean. So display and banner ads, if you go on a game on your phone or the weather app or website, or you're on a website on your computer or tablet, wherever it might be, and you see these boxy ads at the top, side, or bottom. Some of them are animated, some of them are static and everything, but those are display ads, or sometimes known as banner ads. So that's what that's going to be showing up as, those boxy ads. The other two are video based. This one is referred to as OTT CTV in that industry, over the top and connected TV. So that's going to be like a video commercial that shows up on Roku, Pluto, Sling TV, Hulu TV, all of those kind of things where you're trying to stream your favorite show or movie, and you see a commercial that airs at the beginning or in the middle of the program. So that's where that comes into play. The last one is also video based, but it's like internet ads. It's like if you go to a local news site and you want to watch a story and it's the commercial that runs right before it, or you want to see a sports highlight and it's the commercial that runs right before it. That's that form of video advertising that's on there. Each of them have different positives and negatives and everything, but with a Qujam campaign, as with pretty much all campaigns that you can set up, on any other platform, you have to pick one. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to pick display, video, OTT, and video pre-roll, and everything all in the same campaign. And I want to explain why. So if I pick display inventory has more inventory. There's just more of it, so we have a higher supply, as well as they're not quite as impactful as video. Like a video has video. It's playing in front of you. It captures the audience. You have to watch it before you get back to your programming. Display is more on the peripheral edges of the information that somebody's looking at a lot of times, the top, the bottom, the sides, those kind of things. So there's a value component as well as a supply component to this. That means that it actually costs a lot less to get one display ad impression in front of somebody, so being able to serve an ad in front of somebody, than it does to do the video ads as well. So because it's from different inventory, because it's at different price points as well too from a bidding standpoint, because we're trying to win an impression for you as for somebody who entered one of your geofences, well, that person also might have triggered another targeting tactic for another advertiser, and we're actually competing for that same person. So we might be bidding a little bit higher in real time through the machine in the software. So that's a reasoning behind why they're all kind of broken out. And that's also some of the differentiators between these different components. The other differentiators are display ads can be static or they can be animated. They have to be within a certain size, so make sure to look at our specs and everything when you upload them. But they have some limitations on the creative aspect of it, as well as that captured audience isn't quite as captured for display ads as it is for a video ad as well too. So there's a value proposition here of like, yeah, I can maybe get 4 times more display ads impressions that be served to somebody, but they're not as impactful as some of the video ads. So the ideal situation, if your budget and your creative availability allows for it, is to actually have display ads, OTT ads, and video pre-roll ads running for the same campaigns. Now, like I said, you can't do it in the same campaign, but what you can do is you can set up the whole display ad campaign, and then in your dashboard, simply hit the copy button on that card for the display, and you can copy it over to the OTT campaign that you want to set up, or the video pre-roll campaign that you want to set up. So it's very easy to set up a campaign and then copy it over and switch the ad types that you want to use as well too. Another cool thing to note is you can also copy campaigns from like Pizza Bites on the dashboard and put it over to Hot Pocket or something like that as well. So those are some of the differences. I highly recommend that you do run a mix of different ad sets as well too if you're able to. But if you're able to use one and it's part of one of your larger marketing and advertising efforts, that should work for you quite well as well too. So that's it. I look forward to having you on the Qujam platform. And if you do have any questions, we do have a contact form on our website as well too if you need further assistance.